A few weeks ago I made a video about the 3 paths where I theorized that the evil team would be using different evolutions depending on where they were located because of the color of the flags. Well, now we know that isn't exactly the case, but that the colors of the stars do influence the typing of the squad. Better than that though, we got the reveal of the Schedar Squad, which reveals a lot about the evil team for Pokémon Scarlet and Pokémon Violet. Hey, I'm Not So Ace Trainer, and what about Team Star? Let's get into it. The Schedar Squad is the part of Team Star that focuses on fire types and is led by Mela. Looking at the map, we can see that there are 5 different locations that have flags, and those locations will also have their respective crew and respective boss. The reveal of the squad name gives us a lot of insight on what the rest will be, since it basically confirms that it is inspired by the Cassiopeia constellation, of which the Schedar Star is part of. Looking at the Paldea map, we can trace the path between each of the locations that have flags and end up with a slightly distorted W. Now let's take a second to compare that slightly distorted W to the W shape of the Cassiopeia constellation. Very similar, isn't it? And if we take a look at the location where the Schedar Star is, we can see that it matches the exact place where the Schedar Squad has its base. So what does this mean at this point in time? Well, it means we can name every single Team Star squad, or at least get very close to it, and get each of them a specific typing. This first squad right here is the Calf Squad, named after the Calf Star. Originally, when thinking about the evolutions, I said that this one would be an electric type base, though now I am not so sure. Calf means hand, and hand reminds me of combat, like hand-to-hand combat, and that's why I'm shifting this to be a squad specializing in fighting type. Next, we will have the Schedar Squad, specializing in fire and led by Mela. Schedar means breast, so I can see it being a reference to the fire in your heart or something similar. After we have one that I thought was water, since I was thinking about the evolutions once again, but if I take those glasses out, I can see that the flags are purple. So let me introduce you to the Navi Squad, specializing in poison type. While Navi is more of a prophet meaning, this star is part of a group of stars that emits X-rays at very high levels, which could be the reasoning behind the poison affiliation. Next, we move on to the dark flags that will be connected to the Rookback Squad. I can see the name being simplified though, and it will be matched with dark type. While the name means knee, the reasoning behind the type affiliation might be because of the star possibly being an eclipsing binary and thus being associated with more frequent eclipses. Next we get to the last one, which sports some pink flags, and thus the fairy type affiliation. It will probably be known as the second squad and is one of the brightest stars in the constellation, which would be the reason behind the affiliation with a type normally associated with light. All of these are their most common names, so they're also known as, by the order in the video, Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta and Epsilon, so they can actually use those as well, though there is one thing missing. While the constellation only has 5 stars, the whole myth about Cassiopeia, a queen on the northern coast of Africa, which is now Ethiopia, is about her boasting about the beauty of her daughter and how she was the most beautiful of all, including the gods. This makes me think that behind all of the Team Star 5 bosses, there will be a bigger boss, one that they deem to be the best one of all. Not only the best of the squads, but also the best of the academy as well, and that will be Shy Penny. She will be the final boss of Team Star, and I'm absolutely sure of that. And there you go, my take on Team Star and its connection to the Cassiopeia constellation. I think that 5 bosses and 1 true boss sounds pretty cool actually, but what do you think? How do you feel about it? Let me know in the comments down below. And now, like the video if you like it, dislike if you don't, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon content, and also ring the bell so you know when the next video is out. You can follow me on social media and Twitch. I stream there Wednesday to Sunday, not Saturday, or join our Discord, all the links are in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.